The night we fled the country, Pappy, you told me we were going to the beach. Hurried me along with the others while posted at the window you looked out.
Curfew darkens, you dad Trujillo, speaking in worried whispers to your brothers, which car to take, who'd be willing to drive it, what explanation to be given should we be discovered.
On the way to the beach, you added, eyeing me. The uncles fell in, chuckling phony chuckles. What a good time she'll have learning to swim. Back in my sister's room, Mommy was packing.
Great bag, along one toy apiece, her red eyes belying her explanation. A week at the beach so Poppy can get some rest. She dressed us in our best dresses, party shoes.
Something was off, I knew, but I was young and didn't think adult things could go wrong. So as we quietly filed out of the house, we wouldn't see again for another decade.
I let myself lie back in the deep waters, my arms out like Jesus on his cross. And instead of sinking down as I'd always done, magically that night I could stay up.
Floating out, past the driveway, past the gates, in the black Ford, Poppy grim at the wheel, winding through the back roads, stroke by difficult stroke, by out on the highway, heading towards the coast.
We raced towards the airport. My sister's crying when we turned before. The family beach house. Mammy consoling. There was a better surprise in store for us.
She couldn't tell, though, until we were there. But I already swum ahead and guessed some loss much larger than I understood. More danger than the deep end of the pool.
At the dark, deserted airport, we waited. All night in a fitful sleep, I swam. At dawn, the plane arrived, and as we boarded, Pappy, you turned, your eyes scanned the horizon, as if you were trying to sight a distant swimmer, your hand frantically waving her back in, for you knew as we stepped inside the cabin that a part of both of us had been set adrift.
Weeks later, wandering our new city, hand in hand, you tried to explain the wonders. Escalators as moving belts, elevators, pulleys and ropes, blonde hair and blue eyes a genetic code.
We stopped before a summary display window at Macy's, the world's largest department store, to admire a family outfitted for the beach. The handsome father, slim and sure of himself. So unlike you, Poppy, with your thick mustache, your three-piece suit, your fedora hat, your accent, and by his side a girl who looked like Haiti in my storybook, wadded in colored plastic.
We stood a while, marveling at America, both of us trying hard to feel luckier than we felt, both of us pointing out the beach pails, the shovels, the sandcastles. No wave would ever topple the red and blue boats. And when we backed away, we saw our reflection some pier posed, big-eyed, just too formally, with all due respect as visitors to this country.
Or like Poppy, two swimmers looking down at the quiet surface of the island waters, seeing their faces right before plunging in, eager, afraid, not yet sure of the outcome. On the way to the beach, you... Floating out... Oh shoot, you can see the book.
Past the checkpoint, we raced toward...
To feel luckier than we felt, both of us pointing out the beaches.
God! Something was off, I knew, but I was young and didn't think...